Spit the little show about big things. How are you guys doing today? Today is Thursday. I'm sorry, Friday, December 31st. Happy New Year's Eve to everybody watching the show today. And today is our last show for 2021. And we've got a lot of stuff to talk about, but I just want to say thank you all for tuning in today. Thank you all for tuning in this whole year, actually, and last year since we started. So it'll be our second year, but thank you so much. Now, check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and to book a show, give us a call at 847-769-8609. Please do that. Remember, every show is dedicated to the first responders, the doctors, the nurses, the policemen, the firemen, the teachers, the farmers, but mostly it's dedicated to people like you. That's why, folks. Don't forget, we're brought to you by Eco Solar Solutions, where you always save more energy. When you save more energy, you save more money. 630-345-2964. Also, folks, don't forget, Trico Hair Experts. They're right out of Rosemont, Illinois, folks. So give them a call at 773-999-7888. Recreating good hair days. Now, folks, you can also, don't forget, Don Esteban Cigars. Get those hand-rolled cigars delivered right to your home, hand-rolled. Javier, they're from Tarpon Springs, Florida. That's Don Esteban Cigars, 727-366-7536. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. And then, folks, you can also go to YouTube, subscribe to YouTube and on Tony Ocean or even on Ocean's Pit. Great stuff. So before the show starts.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. And now, your host, Mr. Tony Ocean.
Thank you, Nelson. And thank you all for saying hi. Julie, how you doing? Thank you for coming out last night, along with Jeff and Chloe. Great seeing you. Franny, hello. Jerry Jams. Patrick Haig, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Joan Aska, Julie, everybody. Hi, guys. Tony Hunt, how you doing, buddy? Hey, guys. Happy New Year. Today is December 31st as we get to the end of this crazy year between 20 and 2021. Both of them have been a little nutty, but hopefully we're going into the new year of 2022. So let's see if that changes anything. I need to also thank everybody that showed up last night to Zaza's in Park Ridge. First time I ever played there. I haven't seen Joe Sisto in a lot of years. So it was cool playing there with Ryan O'Ryan. Great night. Thank you guys so much for that. Great turnout. It was pretty cool to end the night that way. So thank you so much for that. Let's get a couple of sponsors out of the way also as well. Very important. We're talking about our good buddies from Airtight Window Siding and Specialist, family owned for 30 years for honesty and quality. Do it right with Airtight. Give my buddy Lou a call at 708-788-5000. Also, Deutsch Power Center out of Elgin, Illinois, servicing the construction and diesel industry for the last 100 years. 224-276-6550. That's Deutsch Power Center. Now, don't forget, folks, you probably don't know already. I'm sure you know, but we know that Avanti Banquets in Fox River Grove tonight, New Year's Eve show, has been canceled due to this new surge, COVID surge. So they didn't want to have a party for that large amount of people. I think they had like 60 reservations that canceled in the last 2 days. So it'll be the first time in 29 years that I'm off on New Year's Eve. And everybody been asking me, Tony, what are you going to do on your day off? Well, I'm going to relax. I ain't going to do anything. We worked a lot of gigs this year. So it was nice. So unfortunately, no New Year's Eve party. With snow coming and everything like that, it's probably a good thing too as well. Now, tomorrow, actually January 1st, our show Docs in Wakanda has been canceled as well because the owners of Docs in Wakanda did have COVID, so they had to clean it up and do what they had to do. Keith, Monty, thank you, Jack. Thank you, Carol. Josephine Bonanno, nice to see you guys. All right, so a couple things. You know that every Thursday, usually, before that, congratulations again to Packy, Angelo Packy, and Patrick Haig. They won the Dean Martin book contest, trivia contest. So they're going to get this book in the mail. We're going to send this one autographed to you guys. I'm probably going to do it either Tuesday or Wednesday. We're going to send it out. So you guys will get this in the mail for answering the right Dean Martin questions. Congratulations on that. Now, you know, ladies and gentlemen, that my wife, usually Laura Ocean, is usually my co-host on the show. Mark, great seeing you last night, brother. Ron, having genuine friends and blessing, no jealousy, no complaining, no gossip or any negativity, just love, good vibes. Yeah, we're trying to this year, absolutely. My wife was supposed to be on yesterday, and she wasn't feeling that great, a little tired. Now, my wife this morning, folks, tested for COVID-19. She wasn't feeling good, and she did test for COVID-19. Now, she's just got some bad chest congestion. No fever, no cough like that. So it's just a mild, but she did get it this morning. So just throwing that out there, folks. Erin Todd, how you doing? So just send out a little prayer. But so far, she's doing good. But she was tested COVID-19. I'm going to have to go get tested myself today, later on after the show. But she is okay, Carol. Yes, she's got some all congested in here. You know what I mean? Just the basic type of flu symptoms that she does have. Yeah, thank you, Greg. But so I'm going to go get tested too. But I think, like I said, thank God she does feel better. But she's working because she works from home. So thank God for that. But that's why she's not joining us today. So reach out to my lovely wife Laura and say, hey, I'm going to get tested later on today. But as you said, now she already had COVID as well before. So this symptom that's going out now that people are getting no place. Yeah, we went quick. She went quickly. She went to his place in Arlington Heights. Real simple, quick, in and out. She was in and out faster. You probably would have waited for a Whopper to a drive-through longer. She was in and out. Now you do the rapid and then you do the other one. So she came back positive right on the quick one right away. Yeah, and they'll send the other one out, right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, thank you very much, Erica. I got COVID positive yesterday. Only some sniffles. Now here you go. Now there you go. Here's my buddy Craig Olson got it too. Only some sniffles. Yeah. So take a lot of zinc. Now that's something, guys, that people really need to understand. And this is what I don't hear on the news, on the media at all. And I'm going to tell you something. I think when you guys know when I got COVID originally, and since then, it's very important, you guys, to know vitamin B, vitamin D, vitamin C, and that zinc. People don't realize how important that zinc is. You know, I take 2 a day, and it's very important. A lot of zinc keeps the viruses from. Yes, absolutely. That's very, very important. Fact. That's not. Thank you, Kathy. She, like I said, she's working in her office right now, but she's okay. So thank God for that. Carol, you're on your 6th day, still not great, but turned into a bad cold, basically. All right. And but you're doing better. That's all. Look, there's tons of people I know that got it, and basically, I mean, some people never even got it. Some people are getting it for the first time. I got it once, and my wife's on her 2nd time. So this new variant, as they've been saying, it does spread like wildfire. Joe Rossi, I love you, buddy. I want to get you on the show in January. I will private message you. I want to get you on there, buddy. Thank you for all you do. Yeah, there you go. B complex. That's what Jerry said too. So, and I think that's what's been saving a couple people. If I'm thinking about it, a lot of people we're out in the public all the time, and I do believe, it's because of the vitamins. Because we're out in the public all the time, and you guys know that. It's definitely the hardest job to have when you're in this business during this crazy COVID thing. Nightclubs, restaurants, you know. Thank you, my brother. Okay, now Yvette just got her booster the other day and she feels terrible. Now, yeah, so like I said, I don't know. I'm still, apple cider vinegar. Yeah, that really helps too, Ricky. That really helps too. Magnesium, that does too. Well, like I said, she's got a cold. She got a bad cold. She's still working from home, so still get COVID with this shit. Yeah, see what I mean? Yeah, you're vaccinated and boosted. So, but hey, to each his own. We kind of know it's the same. It's the same story going round and round, and we all know about that already. But my wife is with the flu symptoms. No fever, no cough. Danny Ramonde, how you doing? If you're just joining us, Ocean Fit, my wife Laura did test positive this morning with COVID. But like I said, she's got just a little chest cold and a little cough. So, which is good. It's better than being anything. You know what I mean? Thank you, Yvette. Hope you're doing well. Great job, Danny and the guys. And like I said, I'm sorry that and you know what, but here's the thing we were talking about, these people canceling New Year's Eve. There's other establishments that are still going to have New Year's Eve with no problem. Rivers Casino made an announcement that they canceled their New Year's Eve party. New Year's Eve, Rivers Casino did. But there's other places out there. Look at this, folks. According to a couple of stuff that we're talking about, I was completely shocked. With ABC announced Navy Pier will still host the largest fireworks display, even with this COVID-19. Now, it'll be outside, but there'll still be all those people gathering. But ABC Navy Pier's fireworks display for New Year's Eve is going to happen. That did not get canceled. So who knows? Let's talk about some stuff. Let's talk about some good stuff. What do we got here, folks? Oh, all this recall on a lot of products we've been talking about all year round, but they just came up with bread and pasta. Now, there you go, folks. If you need if you really need somebody out there and you have no plans, Mikey, how you doing? Michael from Good Clean Fun tested positive for the Fauci virus, but he's all over it, he says. All right, that's good. But Tracy, his wife, is still a little sick, so let's put some prayers out to Tracy as well. But if you guys got no plans tonight, you can go see two of my good buddies. You can go see Nick Sahajas at the Arcada Theater with Diva Montel, who's going to be there, and so the Jersey Girls. Go out there and support that, or go see my buddy Jerry Jams Renda, who will be at Donnie G's in Elmwood Park doing his DJ. That stuff did not get those things. These parties have not been canceled. So I think Benuti's is still going on too in Addison, from what I hear. So if you still have some, I had it, getting over it, like the sinus thing. I know, Franny. Look. I had it the original time back in July of 2020. Some people got it again, but like I said, some of these people with the flu symptoms, Navy Pier and American Sushi Bowl, shaped shape, and the mayor shaved her, and she's no good. All right. Well, we knew the mayor's no good, but whatever. It's up to the individual. The parties are going to still happen. They're going to happen. That's for the plug, buddy. There you go. Anytime, Jerry. Looking forward now. I can tell you a couple things, what we got coming up. My next show will be live next Thursday, January 6th. Me and Jerry Jams Renda will be at Zaza's in Lake Barrington. And then next Friday, January 7th, me and Jeff Dubray will be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse. And then next Saturday, January 8th, me and Jerry Jams will be returning to Tavern on the Point in Edison Park. So that's going to be good for starting the new year in January. Also, folks, January 30th, Ocean's Rat Pack show is still good for the Old Orchard Country Club in Mount Prospect. That's going to happen. Elliot Winbush and Sammy Davis, Bill Saratella, as Frank, and yours truly, Dean, with Jerry Jams. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Tickets going on sale. Prayers go out to my good friend Tracy. Hope she gets better. Yeah, Michael, you too, my brother. I'm going to have Michael. I'll be trying to get Michael on the show next week to discuss. Maybe if I can get Chris Minardi on too, I would like to. And get you guys on because I like to talk about the Monkees phenomenon and the passing, of course, of Michael Nesmith, and we'll talk about that. And I got to get Don on too. So we got a lot of guests coming on for the new year, absolutely. So let's see. So yeah, and the Florida tour is still happening with my buddy Greg Reedy, March 11th, 2022. We'll be kicking it off at the Venice Community Center in Venice, Florida. And the name of the show is the Windy City Boys, me and Greg Reedy. It's going to be a lot of fun. And that's going to start March 11th, 2022 in Venice, Florida, 12th and 13th in Marco Island, Joey D's. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And we're looking forward to that into the month of March of the new year. Yeah, thank you, Albert. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, my wife is still working. She's working from home on her computer. She's not laying in bed, and she's at work. So thank God that she can still work from home. But my wife's been a trooper, so that's the way it's going to be. So it's very good. But thank you for all that. All right, so what do we got? I also want to, now it's time to send out a very big, before we do that, the recalls I was mentioning before I get interrupted. I'm sorry, guys. Recall now on bread and pasta. Look at some of your breads. Look at some of your pastas. This stuff's been sending out now. Bread and pasta. Now some of the stuff is getting recalled. Everything is getting recalled now. If you notice in the last year, in the last 6 months, everything's going crazy. I need to make some soup. Yeah, absolutely, Marion. I will. Hey, guys, think about this real fast. You all know Ryan Melamo, good friend of mine, of course, the man behind the machine when we work all the sound that he does for us, the tracks, the lights. He's been my guy for many, many years, and I love him. And you know that, and you might not even know the story, but when we had the Columbus Day Parade in October, we were on the Gulo float ready to take off, and all of a sudden the generator didn't work on that particular float. And they had some generator problems in other floats as well. So he tore his shoulder cuff. And I should have got it taken care of in October. But because of all the work that we had and trying to get everything done, he's going to get operated on January 13th. January 13th. So Ryan did his last show with me yesterday night at Zaza's. So that was good. And now, so the 13th, he's going to go under the knife. He's going to be out for about 2-3 months. So I'm thanking again my good friends to Jeff Dubray, Jerry Jams Renda, Daryl Armenstad, Nick Sahajas. These are guys that will be working for me with me for the next 3 months until Ryan gets better. So Ryan's another fighter. He's a trooper. So he's going to be fine. But January 13th, he goes under a knife to get his shoulder fixed. Yeah, rotator cuff surgery. Thank you, Jerry. So, yeah, absolutely. All right. So, please reach out to Ryan. Give him a thumbs up. He's still got another week or two till he goes in and gets the surgery. But we're going to miss my buddy Rhino. But he will be back with us in the spring. So I'm excited about that as well. All right. Let's go down the list of stuff that we got to talk about, folks. Lockdowns of 2020 and 2021 did not flatten the COVID-19 curve at all. It did flatten, though, the working middle class. Think about that. 2020, 2021, the lockdown. did do nothing for the curve. But it did flatten the middle class. Anthony Napolitano, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing well, pal. Missed you. I would love to have you on Wednesday. Came out and play a couple songs, buddy. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Congratulations to your daughter who got engaged. Anthony Napolitano, very cool. There you go, Marion. Tony, I was in the hospital Christmas Eve with my shoulder still bad sending. I had screws and a plate. Oh, Marion, I'm sorry about your shoulder. I hope if you get better. Richard Hamlin, hello from sunny Tampa, Florida. Yeah, Florida's completely open. Nobody wears a mask over there. Now it's wondering, are the people just not getting sick over there, or they're just happening here in Illinois and New York and California? I don't know, man. I don't get it. Anyway, the lockdown has definitely hurt the middle class. All the small businesses, everything that's going on. I don't know. Any vegetarians out there? Listen, I've known people like Daryl Armstrong, our keyboard player, and the guy I'm working with, a great guy, Daryl. We all know the professor. He's been a vegetarian for I don't know how many years. He hasn't eaten meat, right, Kathy? People only just get sick in Illinois. I noticed that. But what I was trying to say is vegetarian. That's got to be very difficult to try to just do that. Yeah, people. Yeah, well, Marianne, you're right. And like I said, some of these people are just you got to live your life. You got to do it. I know. Ro, how you doing, honey? Hope you're doing well. But vegetarians, do you know any vegetarians? I know maybe two. I can't. The difference in states, I'm in Arizona and everything is open and no masks. So Arizona is that way and so is Florida. Yeah. So yeah, it's crazy. Where do you go? What did you say now, Yvette? I did it one time, forget about it. So Yvette says, forget being a vegetarian. It can't be easy. Richard Hamlin said the COVID rate has been more than tripled down here since we got here in the 25th of December. This is in Florida. Yeah. So they did say this thing was going to spread faster than normal, but they said most of the symptoms were mild. So let's hope, knock on wood, that the systems who people who do have it stay mild. Texas is wide open. You got to love Texas. How you doing, Maro? Hey, Tony Toto, my good pal Tony. So vegetarians, we're talking about vegetarians. Wow. I can't think of doing it. But like my buddy Daryl Armstrong has not eaten meat in almost 30 years. Has not eaten meat. But vegetarians, as they were called in ancient times, bad hunters. Funny. Anyway, it's got to be difficult. Hopefully we're getting peaked and the virus is getting weaker. Fran, of course, we're also, yeah, you're absolutely right. But guys, also got to remember that in the wintertime, guys, it comes out more. Now we are getting into the cold. So my cousin's a vegan. There you go, Kathy. It's not easy. There you go, Greg. No way. I love my steak. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I love my meat too, buddy. Love my meat too. Very important. For everybody that's going to try to renew their driver's license here in the Illinois state, the one by her, driver's license facilities will be closed starting January 3rd till January 17th. So you got a couple of days to go out and get your driver's license renewed. Good. Wouldn't have made cattle so slow in taste if it didn't want to eat them. Good point. Good point. Artichokes are great. There you go. So if you're looking to renew your driver's license, folks, you got till the 13th of January before they close that. Let me ask you people that live in Florida. Greg Reedy's listening. Anybody out there in Florida? I know Richard Hamlin's there right now. Is it a rule? Is it a rule when you buy a house in Florida that you also got to buy the golf cart? I mean, is that just part of the scam there? I mean, is it part of does everybody that lives in Florida have a golf cart? I take them to lunch with car. There you go, Danny. Yep, Greg. Did you buy the golf cart when you bought the house or afterwards? Everybody's got a golf cart. Everybody's got a golf cart. Absolutely. Another question, guys. When you guys eat, now I don't care for peanut butter and jelly. I don't care for the sandwich at all. But if you guys like peanut butter and jelly, do you like more jelly or do you like more peanut butter? That's one of the questions for today. Do you like more peanut butter or more jelly on your peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? Like I said, let's throw that out there. Great question for today. No, Christine says, no, you don't have to buy the golf cart, but it's a bonus. Okay, there you go. Kathy, everyone is old. Yvette says she likes more jelly on her peanut butter and jelly sandwich. No fucking golf cart. Bring our shuttle and shuffleboard. Well, you guys invented the golf cart, the shuffleboard, and the bingo. So yeah, you got a lot to be proud of. Greg. Don't get together, only separate. Okay. Oh, okay. I got it. Peanut butter. So Kathy likes more peanut butter on her sandwich. Here's another question for you guys. We all have pets, and we all know pets are family. So did you guys buy your pets Christmas gifts? Everybody in our family did. You guys buy Dave Antonelli. What's up, my brother? Do you buy your pets Christmas gifts? I've always done that whenever I had a pet. Yes, I think it's important. Yvette says yes. Why not? Why not? Crazy. According to Forbes, Betty White's famous meal is peanut butter and bologna. Yeah, she eats one of those all the time. Peanut butter and bologna together at the same time. She's going to be 100 years old. God bless her. Oh, yeah. Look at that. I like fluffer nutters, marshmallow, and peanut butter. I've never had, well, I don't know what a flutter nutters. What is that? Flutter nutters marshmallow. I don't know what that is, so I could not tell you. Sounds horrible, actually. Sounds bad. Flutter. I don't know. You do it for birthdays too. A lot of family members do that. They do. Yeah, we do for birthdays and for Christmas holidays. We do give them gifts. Okay, according to Forbes magazine, folks, according to a director of WHO, HWO, he's a director of the organization, folks, saying right now that a booster shot will only likely prolong the pandemic. I'm not sure what the case with that is, but that's something that came out here. Hey, guys, 86 more days till spring. 86 more days till spring. Count it down. Count it down. All right, folks, let's see what we got here. I love this quote by the great Jim Carrey, a great Canadian comedian. And here's what he says. You stop explaining yourself when you realize people only understand from their level of perception. You stop explaining yourself when you realize people only understand from their level of perception. By the great Jim Carrey. Great quote. Great quote. It's already spring here. That's right, Greg. It is already spring. Our cat Mo got more gifts than me for Christmas. There you go, Greg. Well, there you go. That's nice. And another thing they're saying, folks, science alert. If you ever read those obviously different kind of social media outlets, but this science alert thing saying, it's possible that you could get an allergy from eating red meat. You might not be allergic to it, but they said once you eat enough red meat, you could get an allergy from it. I never knew that. But I think there's probably allergies in everything. That's what I'm thinking, right? Think so. I do. How about some birthdays? Let's get some birthdays out of the way. David Knopfler. Actually, Mark Knopfler, better, from the great guitar player and the founder of Dire Straits, celebrates a birthday. Mike Pinder, one of the original members of the Moody Blues, celebrates a birthday today. How about the great Cozy Powell, for all you drummers out there? Cozy Powell was one of the greatest. Of course, he passed away, but he would be celebrating a birthday this week. John Amos from the TV show Good Times, 82 years old today. Another great drummer, Anthony Napolitano out there. You might remember this. April tested negative. Congratulations to April. Great. That's great news, huh? Anyway, that's great news. Terry Bozzio. I know Tony Biseg's watching. I know Tony Toto's watching, Anthony Napolitano. Terry Bozzio celebrates a birthday today. Guaranteed Terry Bozzio. Very cool. Sidney Greenstreet, one of my favorite actors, of course. Casablanca. The Maltese Falcon. Sidney Greenstreet, great actor. Gary Shee, bass player for one of my great pop bands. He was in a band called Alcatraz, and he was also in a band called New England. So happy birthday, Gary Shee. Scotty Moore, the guitar player right behind Elvis Presley. Of course, the great guitar player, Scotty Moore. Marion, I'm okay. I'm going to go get tested after the show here today. I had some symptoms, but basically a cold. But since everybody else is getting tested, why not? So I'm going to go get tested after the show today. But thank you for asking, Marion. Jeff Lynne from ELO, again, celebrates. The guy behind ELO, the guy behind Tom Petty's solo record, the guy behind George Harrison's, one of his last records. He's a man also behind the Traveling Wilburys, the great Jeff Lynne. And last but not least, birthdays, folks. A.J. Przinsky, formerly of the Chicago White Sox, celebrates a birthday today. Dave, I tell you, she may want to get tested again a couple days. I was negative. 2 days later, I was positive. Now, that's what we heard from people getting tested. Now, remember, if you've been with somebody who's had COVID, I think like 5 days later, you get tested, whatever it is. So you might want to get a basal Hayden. I'm with you, David. I'm there, baby. I might even try that today. That's the kind of good mood I'm in. All right, this is a great joke. This is fantastic. Now, I want you guys to listen to this. This is very, very, very funny, I think. And sad at the same time. Funny and sad at the same time. Yeah, right, Jenny? Oh, Jenny James, another great entertainer in the Chicagoland area. Yeah, I love Jeff Lynne. I love his solo stuff. I love his ELO stuff. I've seen him 3 times. He's fantastic. Joe Nashka, I hope you're doing well, brother Joe, up in Wisconsin. All right, guys, now listen to me. Men and women, listen. Before sex, you help each other get naked, correct? After sex, you dress yourself. You know what the moral of the story is? The moral of the story is, in life, no one helps you when you're fucked. Tell me that's not funny. I think that's funny. I think we need something like that today. That's like being fine, dandy, just not possible. There you go. So, isn't that funny? I thought that was funny. It's a good one. And now let's talk about something like this. This is called, oh, wait a minute. What do we got here? How about this? Tell me that's not funny. I thought, look, and the 2 women are laughing. So they think it's funny. There, Jenny V. James, you got to go see Jenny when you see her in concert. She's fantastic. She might want to break that joke into the show. Throw that out there a little bit. See what happens. 13 million people in a Chinese city they're on lockdown. 13 million people in a Chinese city. They're in lockdown right now. Oh, I don't know. But here's a question I got to ask cigar smokers. Men, women. You guys know it's probably my trademark. I have a cigar and I'm always drinking Jack, right? But the question is, cigar smokers out there, I got to ask you, is it a hobby? Are you addicted to it? I don't inhale them. So are you addicted to them? I don't know. That's a lot in China, right, Richard Hamlin? That's a lot. Dave Antonelli says it's a hobby. I'm sorry, Dave. I think I maybe made it worse for Dave because when we were hanging out in the summer, he started smoking more cigars. But he used to chew tobacco. So it's better than smoke. I rather smoke the cigar than chew tobacco. So hopefully if I got you out of that bad habit, smoking cigars, so you're good. You did. I'm sure you're happy about that. Anyway, yeah, so is it a hobby? Are you addicted to it? I don't know. I enjoy them. Someone said it was relaxing. And number two said it's just a way of life. And I believe that. It's a way of life. Ocean Spit, the little show about big things, folks. Try stopping for a week and see what happens. Patrick, you know what? You got a point. Wow. Now that's a great idea. And you want wow, that makes a lot of sense, Patrick. But I'm going to tell you something with me. Sometimes it doesn't even have to be lit. With me, I just need it in my hand. Something in my hand. So good point. I love it if it makes you feel good. Danny Ramonde, you're absolutely right. If it makes you feel good, that's what it is. It makes you laugh. You're addicted to basil. Yes, David. I know you are. All right. New York Times editor. This is the guys for questioning boosters or vaccines and all this crazy stuff that's going on. According to this is the New York Times editor dies at the age of 49 years old, one day after the Moderna, if I'm pronouncing that right, booster shot. 49 years old, dies one day after that booster shot. Now, a lot of people are saying the Pfizer one is the good one. Some people saying Johnson & Johnson one's bad, this Moderna one. But this gentleman here, the New York Times editor, Google it. It's fact. New York Times editor dies at the age of 49 years old. Crazy stuff. You know what time it is, folks? I'm going to tell you what time it is. It's time for my favorite time and yours. That's suspicious. And I got a couple of suspicious ones. Just ones that we just mentioned. The New York Times editor, 49, dies one day after taking the Moderna booster shot. That's suspicious. But here's even more suspicious. A Democrat who slept with a Chinese spy is currently in our Congress, in the U.S. House. Intelligence. And the mainstream media has no problem with this. Now, you think about that. Whether you're a Democrat or whether you're a Republican, no matter what side of the fence you're on. A Democrat who slept with a Chinese spy is currently serving in the U.S. House. Come on, in a committee on the U.S. House Intelligence Committee. It was a Democrat who slept with a Chinese spy. And the media has nothing to say about that. They're okay with that? Now, did he have to do what he had to do to get information? I don't know. But that's suspicious shit here, folks. Crazy. And I like this quote that people send me. Ladies and gentlemen, I am staying up this New Year's Eve. Not to be there for the year, but to make sure this lousy year goes away. Now, we do know, folks, with the COVID-19, some, has it been a good year? Some get good year, bad year, good things happen, bad things happen. I don't know. People just want to get rid of New Year's Eve. Here it's almost 2022, 4 hours and 20 minutes. Ron Schammert, 200 Marines discharged yesterday for not taking the vaccine. 200 Marines. That's suspicious. We can do a whole story on that. You want to talk about something? Remember they talked about with the sports, changing the names and changing the names of the syrup and the rice and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And you know that the Cleveland Indians had to change their name in Major League Baseball. Now, under hot target right now is the Atlanta Braves. Or the Atlanta Braves might have to change their names as well. Another topic that came up on ESPN today. We knew the Cleveland Indians had to change their names to the Cleveland, And then, of course, I didn't. Washington football team, the Washington Redskins, had to change their name to the Washington football team. Now, that's in football. Now we're going here. The Atlanta Braves might have to change their names too as well. So that's a good sign. Good sign. Yeah. Now here's another thing that drives me crazy. You know, guys, we've been talking about this crazy Tesla electric cars. Now, there's people I know, like my good buddy Greg Reedy. There's a lot of people out there that, Becky, some people think it's politically correct. I agree. Who knows? Will they change it? I don't know. I mean, the football team did and the baseball team did. So there's only two teams, I think, out there still that have that name that could be on the line of being politically correct. Atlanta Braves and the Chicago Blackhawks. If the Atlanta Braves ends up having to change their names, then the Chicago Blackhawks is probably going to have to change their name too. I've got a feeling. If the Braves do it too, but we'll just have to see what happens. You know, we don't technically know the extent of how things are going. But anyway, let's get to this Tesla car. Everybody craves about it if you love the Tesla car. But my God, how about this guy? Watched on social media, there's a Tesla owner. He blew up his Model S 66, blew it up. His Tesla Model S electric car blew it up with 66 pounds of dynamite. He blew it up because he didn't want to pay $22,000 to repair it. Now, of course, the 60 things of dynamite, I think more people should be worried about where he got that. But besides that, $22,000 to get that car fixed. $22,000 people. I mean, $22,000 to fix that electric car. To fix it. Isn't that crazy? And now this is supposed to be the future? I don't know. I know guys who are swell about it, so that's fantastic. They love their car. So unbelievable to pay all that money. Kathy, it's nuts. And that's ridiculous, Jenny. But there's some people, you know, they get these cars. It's supposed to be great. Now, Greg has no problem so far with his car. He's got it in Florida. Maybe because he's in Florida. Maybe, I don't know. But his model is doing pretty well, he says. But these are just a bunch of different reports that we're getting from people saying that that they're paying all this extra money to fix these electric cars. Mark, aftermarket insurance, that's what it's going to be to fix cars. Yeah. How about it? That's why I have a solution, folks. What I've been doing for the last 15, 20 years, lease your cars. Because you're only responsible if you don't take care of the car, of your windshield, your tires. But if something goes wrong with the engine and it's their fault, they have to pay for it. So lease. That's the best way. Whether it's going to be electric cars or whatever the future is, lease, which is very good. Again, ABC announced Navy Pier will have the largest fireworks display for New Year's Eve tonight. So all thousands of people go over there and go watch your fireworks, because they didn't cancel that. ABC tonight will be drawing Navy Pier, largest. Even though you're outside, you're still around a lot of people. They didn't cancel that, Navy Pier. So couple other things that people were sending me, and I'm sending this over to you folks. It's not a booster. It's the third shot of a product that failed twice. Give me your input on that comment. See, it's going to ruffle some feathers. I don't know. Dick said, Happy New Year to all. Happy New Year to you, Mr. Dick Sade and your family. Hope to see you soon. How many people are going to get robbed at Navy Pier tonight? That's a good question. That should be interesting. Jill, how you doing, honey? I hope you're doing well. So, yeah, thank you. Now, Jill agrees. Again, I'll repeat the question to you. It's not a booster if the third shot of the product has failed twice. So it can't be a booster shot. Now, if someone could explain that to me, I might be a little bit more interested in getting that shot. That's just me. Anybody out there that's listening. And we have a nice thing. Some, when you say what you're looking forward to in 2022. Here's what we're looking forward to in 2022. Common sense to change things maybe in the way the country's going right now. This basically isn't so much about the corona. This basically three things about just the financial and the way everything is in this economy right now. So going into 2022, people have been saying this. Number 3, build the wall. Number 2, close the borders. And number 1, open the pipelines. 3 things that need to happen in 2022. And I think things can change. Now, I could be crazy, but it is. As long as Biden is in office, we are screwed. Well, there you go. I ride you on that one, my brother. I'm right with you on that one. You're watching Ocean Spit, the little show about big things, folks. Again, how about common sense and just becoming common again? That's a real good one. That could be a good card you might send out to people, Ron. We got another sponsor, please. Let's do that. Don't forget Laura Ocean Solutions now. We talked about that yesterday as well. For credit card processing, increasing profits while reducing credit card fees. Now, if you deal with credit card processing in restaurants or a business, look at my wife's page, LauraOceanSolutions.com. She can save you a lot of money. You know why? Because she owns the company, folks. She owns the company, and that's why she can save you hundreds of dollars. That's right. Go to LauraOceanSolutions.com. And also, we talk about food. We always talk about Portillo's because we love Portillo's. Look, I always used to love Portillo's before, and now our son is in the marketing department, and they come up with something called this, fundraisers that they do, nonprofit organizations and stuff like that, which is very important. So if you're interested in doing something like that, real simple, you go to the nearest Portillo's, you tell them what organization you're with, and anything that they sell that day, over $200, you get 20% of the proceeds. It all goes to the foundation. So that's pretty cool stuff. Also, ladies and gentlemen, Portillo's is hiring at all new locations. They're opening 600, they said now, more new locations, 600 new ones. So they're hiring. They got good benefits, a good place to work. So if you're interested, simple. Give our son Joe a call at 224-636-3646 or email him at jfank@portillos.com. Very important. That's Portillo's. And also, folks, SteakSyndicate.com. Now, we only got Steak Syndicate one more month, the end of this month, January 2022. It's the last time you're going to be able to get this special deal for all Tony Ocean fans, all Ocean Pit fans. If you haven't got it yet, if you love steaks and you love chicken and you love fish and pork chops, burgers, dogs, you like the stuff that you get at quality restaurants all over that you guys, when you guys go out and eat, how about getting this stuff delivered right to your home so you don't have to leave the house? SteakSyndicate.com. John Seriani came up with a special bonus, this special plan for people who love Ocean's Pit and for people who follow the Tony Ocean Show. It's very simple. If you haven't done it already, Go to steaksyndicate.com. Promo code Tony Ocean. You get 25% off the membership fee, and you get one free tomahawk steak. Now, me and my wife Laura were out to dinner a couple weeks ago at Chicago Prime, and a tomahawk steak cost $150. That's just for the steak. Forget the dessert, forget the vegetable and everything else. That's just for the steak. You're going to get one free. So go to steaksyndicate.com, promo code Tony Ocean, get 25% off. Join the Corleone Club and one free tomahawk steak. No joke. It's only good to the end of January 2022. Check it out. It's good. It's fun. Ocean Spit, the little show about big things. As you just joining us, my wife did test again positive for COVID-19 as of this morning. Her only symptoms that she does have, she's got a little chest cold here, little chest, and some cough. No fever, but she's working. She's not in bed. She's not laying down. My wife is working in the office because unfortunately, she gets to work at home. All the kids tested negative, which is a great sign. I'm going to go get tested after the show, see what happens. But everybody's getting it. And it doesn't make a difference if you're here's a perfect example. It doesn't make a difference if you're at a party with 100 people or if you're at a dinner with 6 or 7, 8 people. If you're going to get it, you're going to get it. You just got to be careful, do what you got to do. So we got some more stuff that we didn't get a chance to talk about. Librarians. Hear about this? These are librarians and certain of these big librarians inside these big libraries out there, folks, that are they're fighting because they're trying to get books banned from the library. They're trying to get them on. Now, these are books that have been on shelves for years and years and years and years. And they're trying to get some of these books taken out of the library. So these librarians are fighting a cause now. I don't know how many people still go to the library. I used to go all the time. Wishing everyone thank you. Biden is just okay. Let's see. Susan Messina, how you doing, hon? Biden just had a big, beautiful brick and iron wall built around the summer home in Delaware. It cost $500,000, paid for us by taxpayers, but no wall to protect American citizens. Wow. Now, this is coming from our friend Sue, just said this. Now, this is what I call about that suspicious and this piece of garbage that he is. God, it pissed me off. I don't want to get politically here, and I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican. Listen, he just paid for this wall around his place, his summer home in Delaware, with our tax money. Doesn't that piss you guys? Doesn't that piss you guys off? Thank you, Ronnie B. Thank you, Ronnie B. But like I said, she's got a cold, a little chest cold, but she's still working. Kathy, how you doing, honey? Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much. Yeah, he is a piece of shit, Biden. That's just it. Yeah, you're absolutely right there, Kathy. But who you know? What the hell? New York Post. Wow, this is interesting stuff that's coming out. New York Post, according to Canada, is secretly tracking 33 million phones. They're tracking, so they're trying to watch out what you're doing. Now, you guys know that everybody knows where you're at with your phone. You know, they can find you in a heartbeat. You don't realize that. I mean, they got the tolls now on the expressway. You know, when you're going through the tolls, they know where you are at that time. They can find you if they want to find you. If they want to find you, they can find you. And it's typical bullshit. What I'm trying to say, yes, it pisses me off royally. He also has tons of security guards around his home 24/7. It's crazy, man. And there's some people that just don't even look at that, don't think there's anything wrong with shit like that. That's the stuff that drives me crazy. But secretly putting chips in phones so they can find out where you're at, folks, they know exactly where you're at. It only gets guys, if they want to find you, they're going to find you. Now, here's a perfect example. No Hillary Clinton emails, no Hunter Biden's emails, but you know, Joe, the coach, What was the coach? I'm sorry, from the Raiders, the NFL Raiders. The guy who's with him now, Joe, the one they just suspended. What was his name? The coach. He was also an analyst. What's his last name? John Gruden, ladies and gentlemen. John Gruden. Joey, thank you, Joe, for our help. John Gruden just said, remember, he said these comments 10 years ago on Texas, and they found those 10 years ago, and that's why he lost his job. So they can't find these other information. Believe me, if they want you, they will get you. Thank you. Thank you, Richard, and thank you, Joey, my son Joey. Thank you, Joey. But we don't, yeah. So if they're going to find you, now Canada spending all this money in trying to put these chips in people's phones. I don't know. Do you put chips in people? They're doing it to dogs so you can find them. That's a good idea. I don't know. Do they put them in babies when they're born? I don't know. What do I know? No one's going to know. It's going to be crazy. But according to CNBC, President Joe Biden is now going to have this. Now, as of January 3rd, everybody should be vaccinated to get into restaurants, gyms, theaters, et cetera, et cetera. Except the only place you don't have to be vaccinated is the church and grocery stores for now. But guys, there has been a bunch of towns already saying that ain't going to happen. Arlington Heights, Schaumburg, Elk Grove, Bloomingdale, Elmwood Park. There's 6 or 7 towns right now saying that they will not oblige to this vaccination card. And Joe Biden's going to let every state decide to do it on themselves, which I think, number one, that's fair. That every state should be if they want to do that. But I also, to make it even more fair, I think it's up to the individual business, right? If you got a cleaners that you're here, right, and you got an auto body shop that's here, or you got a restaurant that's here, it's up to each individual place to decide if they want to check your vaccination card. If the cleaners want to do it, fine. If the automotive guy wants to do it, fine. If the restaurant, it should be up to each individual establishment. I think that would be more fair with everybody instead of forcing it on. And that's why people freak out. But if you give the people the option, then you just don't go to that automotive. Or if you're not vaccinated, don't go to that cleaners. But there'll be another cleaners that will. So everything's got to be a happy Provenzano. General, how you doing? Greg Reedy says, if your phone is turned on, they can find you in a heartbeat. Absolutely. Sue, I called Francesca's in Barrington. They said they have to ask if you have the vaccine card, but if you don't, it doesn't matter. They are not turning anyone away. They're just going to have to ask you, but it doesn't mean anything. All right. Divide and conquer, the American government strategy since 1776. A happy Bloody Mary to you too, General. How you doing, my friend? All right, so what do we got here? A couple other things. Boy, this stuff's getting good, and we're running out of time. Do you ever wonder why? I want you guys to pay attention to this real fast. Did you ever wonder why there's no Democrat presidents on Mount Rushmore? Let that sink in for a little bit. There's no Democratic president on Mount Rushmore. Google that. Anyway, folks, Ocean's Pit, a little slow about big things. Oh my God. We're gonna have to come back with some more of these stories. We got 2 minutes left. Hey guys, Powerball still oh my God. Over $483 million still out there on Powerball. Patrick Haig, isn't that interesting that there's no Democratic presidents on Mount Rushmore? I thought that was very interesting. Very interesting. But Powerball, go out and get it, man. $483 million still out there. So if you win it, whatever, half goes to the government, whatever state, but you get it. Cookies. Oh yeah, let's not forget the cookies. You're absolutely right. Don't forget, we can check my good friend Julie here and Jeff. Now, you should go to their private message or their Facebook page. Julie and Jeff, good friends of ours. That's Nasticke. Go to their Facebook page or private message them because Chloe's selling Girl Scout cookies. You know that we all love Girl Scout cookies. And the good thing about the Girl Scout cookies, it goes for a good cause. So go support the Girl Scouts. Go out there, get those cookies. It's a good cause. Jackpot. There you go. That's right. Powerball jackpot. Right, Becky Lee? How you doing, hon? Oh, boy. How about this, folks? You know, some people that are traveling, according to the Insider magazine, a woman tested positive on her plane on her trip before she was tested positive, actually on the plane. And she had to be, now this is transit, this is over the country. You're going to love this, folks. She was stranded in a bathroom for 5 hours. She could not leave the bathroom because she was unvaccinated. She couldn't travel. Transatlantic kept her in the bathroom for 5 hours. Crazy. And according to the New York Post, COVID rule breakers in China are forced on their own parade. Now, what they're doing is they're putting on a parade. Now, you have to parade on the streets. Now, if you're a COVID rule breaker, this is the parades in the streets. Wow. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, crazy stuff. Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. It has come to the end of the show, folks. As you know, it's another successful year. Forget again, Avanti was canceled tonight because people didn't want to be out there in the large crowds. Even though Navy Pier is going to have a big giant fireworks show this tonight with thousands of people, even though it's outside. So that's been canceled. But check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Give us a call at 847-769-8609. Also, January 6th, me and Jerry Jams will be at Zaza's in Lake Barrington. January 7th, we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Jeff Dubray. And January 8th, returning to Tavern on the Point in Edison Park. Again, my wife, Laura, tested COVID this morning. She's got mild symptoms. She is still working in her office right now. So I'm going to get tested on the way. But I want to let you guys know, thank you so much for an incredible year. Thank you to everybody that watches the show. Thank you to all our sponsors for giving us a great year. Thank you for the listeners, the winners, everybody that joined us, anybody. Whether I want to thank everybody that likes the show or don't like the show. You just tune in for 2 seconds or you actually watch it because I enjoy it. I appreciate everything. Dave Zamel, Pam, thanks so much. Mary, how you doing? Okay, all the kids are negative. Everybody's negative, so that's good, but not my wife. So happiest New Year wishes and God bless. Thank you to all very much, guys, and for everything that you guys do. I'm going to relax a couple next days. It'll be the first time in 29 years that I have New Year's Eve off. Big snow's supposed to come, 7-8 inches. I hope it comes even more now. More now. Bob Dalton, Happy New Year to you too, buddy. Greg Reedy, don't forget, guys, mark your calendar. March 11th, 2022. Tony Ocean, Greg Reedy, Tony Ocean. The Windy City Tour, Windy City Boys Tour starts in Venice, Florida, Friday, March 11th, 2022. Yes, Richard, Laura did test positive. She did test positive, but she's working still in the office. She got mild symptoms. What snow? Yeah, you don't get no snow. I know. I want snow. Anyway, last but not least, of course, is my good buddy, of course, a sponsor of Patriot Funding Incorporated. Now, Dave and his family got a great organization going, man. They've been around for many years in Roselle, Illinois, and they give you a bunch of great options: personal term loan, personal cash line of credit, business credit cards, and personal credit cards. Go to his page. You can find out all this information. Commercial money lending at its finest. That's Patriot Funding Incorporated. Call my buddy Dave at 630-675-4730. On behalf of everybody, thank you again so much. And we're again brought to you by Eco Solar Solutions, where you always save more energy. I want to say Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Do the countdown. Watch what you got to watch. Have some fun. Get some cocktails. Do whatever you got to do. We'll be back on New Year's Day. We'll be back actually on Monday. So some more stuff. So we're going to keep Ocean's Pit going. I want to thank our executive producer, April. Thank God you're okay, honey. And thank, of course, my family, my lovely wife, Laura, who's helped with this whole show. And I want to thank Nelson Santiago for our intro. I want to thank Vixta Hodges for our outro, the song that ends. And thank you, everybody that has anything to do with us. From the bottom of my heart, again, thank you for making my birthday party a big success. Well, and it just means the world to me. 2022 is going to be better for everybody, I hope. God bless. I want you all to stay safe. Do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do. And thank you again for saying prayers to my wife. She's doing good for having COVID. She's, like I said, has some little chest here, a little cough, but no fever. She's still working, so God bless her. All right, so thank you so much. Please, in the great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. Peace and love. Go out and support live establishments, local entertainment, mom and pop establishments. Go out and do what you got to do. Thank you so much. Well, I'll see you next time. It'll be 2022. God bless you, folks. Take us out, Vixta Hodges.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
That's it, folks. Happy New Year.